to turn on. So you can go ahead and come onto your back. And you can either have your feet on the floor and knees bent, or straighten legs out. Yeah. So welcome everybody just joining us online. You can come onto your back and let the legs either stretch out or bring the feet to the mat, knees bent. And feel free to bring your hands to your belly or let them rest next to your body on the mat. Just whatever feels soothing to you. And feel free to close your eyes. And just start to tune in to your breath, to your body. And as you become aware of your body, allow your imagination to come to your childhood, very early childhood, just after being born. Just feeling into the pure essence of life that you are when you're born. The divine child. And then let your arms just wrap around your chest like you're giving yourself a hug. And feel yourself as if you're cradling yourself, that child that you are. Remembering that state of purity, very much like the experience of the Garden of Eden before we find out about good and evil, and before we start labeling ourselves good or evil. And just allow yourself to breathe, feel yourself both holding yourself and being held by yourself. And on your next breath in, just let the arms come up over your head, let the legs extend. Just take a stretch like you would if you were getting up. And then we'll draw the knees in towards the chest. And maybe just hold the knees. Or you can take hold of the feet and happy baby with the knees outside the arms. And just gently rocking, massaging the back. And let the knees come together. Roll to one side, whatever feels comfortable to you. Just let yourself curl into a ball, that fetal position, that reminder of the original shape of our spine that divine child holds. And let the top arm reach out past your knees, and keeping the fingertips on the floor as best you can, let that arm circle overhead. And that shoulder roll behind you, keeping the hand as close to the floor as you can. Just circling the arm around. The head can roll back. And as the hand meets your hip, you can just come up over the legs, circling around again. Just breathing in as you reach up and back, breathing out as you reach down and across the legs. One more circle around. And then we'll reverse that circle once the hand comes to the starting place. So the hand comes across the legs to the floor behind you. Inhale as you reach out and up. Exhale as the hand comes level with the chest. And crossing the legs, reaching back, inhaling. And exhale as you come overhead and towards the chest. One more circle around. And we'll roll to the other side, keeping that same shape. Again, it's the top arm that circles, just touching the floor, reaching up overhead as you breathe in. Exhale as you reach back, and then cross the legs. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, reaching back, crossing the legs. One more circle in this direction. Take your time, no need to rush. If you're going slower than I am, no worries. Then we'll reverse the circle once the hand comes to that original place. Coming across the legs, reaching behind. Breath in as you reach up and back. Exhale as you reach forward, rolling onto the left shoulder. And then crossing the legs. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, sweeping it in front of you. One more circle around. Nice. We'll let the hands bring us up to a seat, and then we'll come on to hands and knees. So take your time. Once you come to hands and knees, just have your wrists under your shoulders and the knees under the hips. And as you breathe in, let the shoulders drop away from your ears, look forward, concentrating on your own practice, feeling your breath in as you gaze forward, belly relaxes. Then exhale quietly round the spine. Look at your belly button, letting the head go. Feeling that arch of the back. And then soften, breath in, relax the belly as you gaze forward. This is cow pose. And as you exhale round, this is cat pose. You're in that shape like an angry cat. Once again, breath in. Opening the heart as you gaze forward. And breath out, coiling in. And just let yourself relax, gazing forward. Let the hands walk towards the corners of your mat in front of you. The hips can move back a little bit, and your forehead can come to the floor. And feel the tips of the elbows rotate down towards the floor. If you feel a little jammed up in your shoulders, take your hands wider apart. Breathe. And we'll exhale, sit all the way to the heels. Child's pose. Just tuning in to the child within, that part of you that wants to play. And then we'll come back to the hands and knees. Breath in. Curl the toes under. And then lift the knees, lift the hips, come into this inverted V shape, letting the head release. This is downward facing dog. So you want to be looking at your belly button. Yeah. You can walk in place, just a little stretch through the back body. And then we'll walk the feet to the hands, just nice and slow. The hands can walk back to the feet. And let yourself hang like a rag doll. You can hold your elbows if you like. Let the head release. So you feel the weight of your head stretching the neck a little bit. Let the knees bend, belly on your thighs. We'll blow some raspberries like a little kid, breathing in through the nose and just blowing through the lips. Then let the arms release. Bring the hands to the shins. Lift the chest, come into a flat back. Keep a little bend in the knees, and then let yourself fold. We'll scoop the arms forward to come all the way up. Breath in as you go. Nice. And then exhale. Let the hands come next to your body. It's our mountain pose. So you want to feel a little softness in the knees. Feel your weight shift towards your toes slightly so the shoulders can drop down. And you can just let your gaze be down the bridge of your nose. On your next breath in, let the arms reach up like you're saying hello to the sun. Bend the knees, take a fold. Let the hands come onto the shins, lifting to a flat back. And let the hands come to the mat as you bend your knees. Step back to plank or high push-up position. We'll come down to the knees. Feel your shoulders shift forward, elbows close to the body to come all the way down. And we'll roll the shoulders away from the head, press into your feet, lift the heart. Now let the throat come forward, lift the chin. Let the shoulders come down. There you go. And we'll come to the knees, exhaling. And come into downward facing dog by tucking the toes under, lifting the knees and the hips. Letting your head release, so you're looking towards your navel. Feel the breath empty out. You can walk your feet to your hands or take the float if that's in your practice. We'll come to a flat back, hands to shins. Breath in. Releasing into the fold, breath out. Reach the arms forward. Keep a little softness in the knees as you come all the way up. Yeah, make sure the feet are parallel to each other. You got it. Exhale, take the fold. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat. You can step back to a plank. If you have the float back, you can take that as well. Shifting forward, either coming to the knees or coming through plank. You can come into cobra, keeping the elbows closed. Let the throat come forward to lift the chin so you have some space in the back of the neck. Come into either to the knees or you can come to a plank and then into downward facing dog. Letting the breath empty. Feet come to your hands, your choice to walk or float. Lifting to flat back, breath in. Releasing into the fold, breath out. Reach forward, rising up, breath in. So let the arms come down. So now we'll hug the inner thighs together, bringing the big toes together if you can. The heels are a little bit apart. And let the knees bend. Feel the sit bones drop down towards the earth. And take the arms forward and up. This is chair pose. Let the armpits push forward a little bit. There you go. Then the throat can forward to lift the chin so you have space in the neck. We'll take a fold, exhale. Release the head. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat. Choice to step back or float back. Coming to the knees or staying in plank to lower down. If you have it in your practice to come into upward facing dog, feel free to go there. And then we'll come back to our down dog. Curling the toes under. Once you're in that inverted V shape, just let the head go. Feel your heels sink. And shift your weight to your left foot. Let the right leg reach up towards the ceiling. And let that knee come towards your nose, shifting your weight forward. We're going to bring that foot between the hands. Yeah, you can come to the knees if it's hard to step all the way forward. Okay, and we'll take the left heel down. Each foot on its own track. So the back foot's just slightly turned out. There you go. Got it. We'll reach forward, coming up. This is warrior one. Press the armpits forward and up. Sink into the right knee. Then we'll frame that foot with the hands. Right foot steps back to meet the left. Again, come to the knees if you'd like. Shift forward to lower down. You're coming to upward facing dog. Make sure you're activating your thigh muscles. And we'll take it to downward facing dog. Shifting your weight to the right foot. Left leg comes up. That knee comes towards your nose. Just step forward. Feel free to come down to the right knee. That helps you get the foot through. So you can come down, yeah. Okay. And then rooting the right heel. Again, each foot on its own track. So if you have the right foot directly behind the left, take it to the right a little bit. Bend the left knee to come up. Press the armpits forward and up. There you go, nice. Hand frame the left foot. Left foot meets right or come to the knees. Shift forward to lower. Elbows close to the body. So you have your strength. Roll the shoulders back and down. Throat comes forward to lift the chin. And then we'll push back to our down dog. Looking at the navel, let the breath empty. Bring your feet to your hands, your choice to walk or float. Lifting to our flat back, the knees soft. Folding forward. And we'll really bend the knees, drop the hips, take the arms forward and up. Big toes together. Press the armpits forward and up. See if the big toes can come to touching. There you go. Press the armpits forward and up so you can hug your ribs in a little bit. There you go. And then we'll fold forward. Exhale, looking towards the navel. Inhale, flat back. Stepping back to plank or floating back to low chaturanga. Coming to the knees or taking that full plank to lower. Breath in, shoulders come out of the ears. Elbows close in. And then to down dog. Right leg comes up. Inhale. Knee to nose, stepping forward. Left heel roots. Each foot on its own track. Take your time coming up. Got it. You can take your right foot to the right a little bit, Rachel. Front foot to your right. Yeah, there you go. That way you can feel a little more stable. Hands come down. Right foot meets left. Shift forward, elbows close in as you come down. Breath in to your back bend. Breath out to down dog. And we'll take the left leg up. Knee to nose, stepping forward. Right heel comes down. Breath in to come up. Yeah. Hands frame the left foot. It steps back to meet your right. Shift forward to lower. Feel free to come to the knees. Take your time, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Let the throat come forward to lift the chin. Press into the top of your toes. And then we'll push back to down dog. Letting the breath empty. Once you're in your down dog, feet come to your hands. Lift to a flat back. Breath in. Folding forward with the breath out. Big toes come together. Knees bend. Arms reach forward and up. Press the armpits forward and up. Nice. Beautiful. So fold forward. This time let the fingertips come next to the feet. Shift over to the right foot and let the left leg lift back. We're going to take a giant step back. This time keeping the heel lifted. And then lift the heart as you drop into your hips, like a low runner's lunge. So the hips drop, heart opens forward. Nice. And then we'll plant the hands. Right foot meets left. Feel free to come to the knees. Make sure you're shifting forward so the elbows stay close. Nice. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, breath in. And we'll press back to down dog. Nice. And we'll bring the feet to the hands. You can step or float. Lift to the flat back. Then folding fingertips to the outsides of the feet. Shift to the left foot. Right leg lifts back. Big step back. Yeah, so once you land the foot, you can wiggle that foot back a little more so you can sink down even more. Yeah, you got it. Breathe in. Feel free to come to the knee if that feels better too. Lift through the heart. Nice. And a little chin tuck. We'll step back with the left foot and go to the knees. Shift forward to lower. Breath in, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Let the throat come forward to lift the chin. Then we'll push back to down dog. Feet come to the hands. Lifting to your flat back. Folding forward, hands next to the feet. Now we'll lift the left leg. Big step back this time. Let that foot line up with the right heel. Great, so a couple options here. Option one, you can bring right elbow on top of the thigh and then open the chest to the left, or you can keep right fingertips to the outside of the foot. A little more challenging there. And then take the left arm overhead towards the front of your mat. Make sure you're bending the right knee and spiraling it open. Feel that right knee align with your toes. If you're sagging on that right shoulder, push down with the elbow to separate your head from your shoulder. And then let your hips gently press towards the left side of the mat. Nice, then we'll let both hands come down to frame the right foot. May need to step in a little bit with the left foot. We're gonna come to a high lunge. So the more you can feel the bottom of your hips press forward as you come up, the more stable you'll be. So you can start here with the hands at the heart. Try to straighten the back knee as much as you can. You got it. And if you feel good there, you can take the arms up. But if you find you can't breathe with the arms overhead or it makes your heart rate go way up, you can just come back to here. Take a deep breath from your pubic bone to your chin. Then let the hands come to the chest. Look forward. We're going to lean onto the right leg and slide the left foot in. Come onto the big toe, roll that thigh in, and then the leg can lift. Keeping your eyes focused on that point that you're looking at. Let the left knee come forward. Feel free to bring the big toe onto the mat or lift the knee. And then if you lift the knee, you can give it a hug. Nice. Then let the feet come together. Bend the knees as the big toes come together, heels apart. Start chair pose again. Taking the full exhale. Lift to your flat back, breath in. And exhale, fingertips next to the feet. Soften the knees. Lift the right leg. And as you step that foot back, align the arch with the left heel. Bend the left knee and spiral it open so it's over the toes. You can bring the elbow on top of the thigh. If you have that right arm over your head, press the armpit down towards your ear. So rather than trying to pull the elbow back, you're trying to press the armpit forward with the top arm. You should feel that bicep against your ear. Palm facing the floor. And exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes down. Lift the right heel. And here's our high lunge. So again, you can step in a little bit if you need to. Feel the hips drop down. That will create some more stability as you come up. You can keep the palms together. Yeah. So you want to make sure the knee's not going too much past the ankle, because then that quad will start cooking away. So you can take a little bit bigger step with the back foot. Yeah, there you go. And the arms come up if you feel stable. Bring the hands to the chest. Find that spot for your eyes to focus on as you shift onto the left foot. Roll the right thigh in and lift the leg if you choose. Straighten the knee as best you can. The more you can straighten the left or the right leg, the more stable you'll be. And keeping that focus with your eyes, let the right knee pull up towards your chest. And you can hold the knee if you feel comfortable. Shoulders drop down away from the ears. And then release feet together. Let the heels come apart again. This time, we'll keep the legs relatively straight, but keeping the knees a little bit soft. And we'll turn the palms up, reaching overhead. Maybe touch your tips of your fingers or the palms, whatever feels comfortable. Then press the armpits towards me. Feel the ribs hug in a little bit and press the sit bones forward. There you go. Then keep pressing the sit bones forward. Breathe in, feel the breath move up the front of your body, helping your chest open towards the ceiling. Let the throat come forward to lift the chin, looking towards the ceiling or your thumbs. And you can feel into pressing the sit bones a little more forward. Press the armpits forward and up. Throat comes forward to lift the chin just a little more. And opening out, we'll do a little swan dive. Taking a forward fold. You can hug the backs of your knees or wrap your peace fingers around your big toes. Or just hold your elbows with your hands, whatever feels relaxing to you. Beautiful. Then we'll lift the chest, drop the sit bones down a little bit. And then exhale, hands come to the mat and step back to the plank. So feel free, if you're getting tired of moving through these push-up positions, to come into the downward facing dog shape or our child's pose shape. Beautiful. So from here, we'll take the right leg up and back. Draw the knee towards your nose. Gently step forward. Nice. Left foot comes down. The arch aligns with the right heel. Then sweep the left arm forward. Let that bring you up. All the way up. All the way up. Shoulders over hips. There you go. Now feel the right thigh turn in. Left thigh turn in. Right thigh turn out. Feel the shoulders drop down away from your head. And then look over your right middle finger. This is warrior two. So you can turn the back foot in just a little bit more so you can really press into that heel and feel that thigh spiral in. Feel the right thigh spiral open. Push the mat apart with your feet. Beautiful. Now we're going to reverse our warrior. So we'll turn right palm up, floating to your left. Make sure that front knee is still opening out. There you go. And bending. You can look down at the back foot to relax the neck. If you want to work the neck, you can look up towards the ceiling. Push the mat apart with your feet. Nice. Then we'll come up with the breath in. This time straightening the right knee. Not so much that it's locked. It still has a little bend. And if you would like to shorten your stance, you can wiggle left foot in a little bit. And we'll reach up with the left paw. Feel that open the left side of the body. And that will take you into a fold to the right. Let the palm of the right hand come to the inside of the calf. Feel both hips press towards the left side of your mat. Make sure right toes are facing the front of the mat. You got it. Let the shoulders lean back so they align with your hips. And then the top arm can reach overhead. Nice. We'll come up, sweep that top arm back to bring you back up. Wiggling your back foot in so you can balance on that big toe. Now we'll push the right palm towards the ceiling so you open the right side of the body. Yeah, there you go. So pushing up towards the ceiling with that palm, pushing down towards the floor with the left palm. And then shift onto your right foot. See if the left leg wants to lift. And stay there. Keep opening the right side by reaching up with the palm. Contract through the left side and roll the left toes down. Breathe. You got it. Soften the standing knee. Then we'll sweep the arms back. Drop the left hip so you're facing forward. And we'll draw the knee in to give it a hug again. Nice. And then we'll let that foot release. Big toes come together. I'll just shake it out. Let the little kid come back out. Sometimes we take ourselves too seriously in our yoga practice. So then we'll breathe in like we're reaching for the stars or the sun. And catching it in our hands. Feel the sit bones press forward to lift the chest. Make sure the throat comes forward a little bit as you lift the chin so you have some space in the back of the neck. Breathe up the front of your body and relax your face. Soft knees. And opening your arms, taking that swan dive. You can lift your flat back, breath in, and stepping back. Feel free to move through vinyasa, shifting forward to lower, or maybe rest in down dog or child's pose. Once we come back to down dog, just look at the navel. Feel the weight shift to the right foot. Left leg comes up. Knee draws towards your nose. Stepping that foot through. So take your time setting up your feet. So right arch aligns with left heel. Right arm sweeps forward. So you windmill yourself up. Got it. Nice. So right thigh spirals in. Left thigh spirals out. Arms level with the shoulders. That's it. And just press the hips a little bit towards the right side of the mat. Yeah, so Rachel, you can step your left foot towards that wall, just a hair. So the front foot, sorry. Yeah, there you go. So you feel a little more comfortable. Now we'll take it to our reverse. Left palm turns up. Float back to the right. Yeah, keep the legs as they are. And feel free to look down at the right foot or up towards the ceiling under left armpit. Feel the left knee spiral open. You got it. We'll come up with the inhale. And straighten the left knee just a little bit. Right foot can come in just a little. Keeping that thigh spiraling in. Then reach right palm for the ceiling. Yeah, left palm can reach down. So you're opening the right ribs, contracting through the left. And let the left hand come to the inside of your calf. So that shoulder rolls in a little bit. So rather than be on the front of the shin, come to the inside of the leg. Top arm can reach straight up or it can come over your head towards me. Push the mat apart with your feet. And just look down at the left foot. Breathe. Right palm faces the floor if you have it overhead. Top hand facing down. Yeah. Nice. We'll come up. Just let the top arm sweep back. Bend the front knee a little bit. Just heel toe back foot in. So you can come onto that big toe comfortably. Now, as we move through this, a couple things are going to happen. The left foot's going to want to turn in, and the right hip's going to want to push forward. So we want to press up with the left palm. Feel that open your ribs. And reach down with the right palm so you contract on that side of the body. Shift your weight to your left foot. Come onto the right big toe. You got it. Feel free to stay there. Only if it feels comfortable, lift the leg. Keep reaching up with the left palm. Breathe. Nice. And then we'll roll the shoulders forward. Roll the right thigh in. And then bend the knee. Feel free to bring the big toe in front or lift the knee and give it a hug. Beautiful. And then we'll land the feet. Take them wide, maybe even going off the mat. Big breath in, arms reach up, palms come together. Come into a squat. Yeah, if the heels come up, no problem. So let the elbows just gently press to the insides of the knees. Yeah, can you bring your elbows on the inside? Yeah, so you can lift more in this position so your heels come down and bring the elbows on inside the legs and push the knees open. That will help you stay upright. So just play with dropping the hips and then lifting and see where the sweet spot is for you. So you want to keep pushing the elbows against the legs. Yeah, so palms flat can help you with that. Yeah, now you got it. So maybe lift just a little bit so the heel can stay down. You got it. Deep breath. Nice. So now we're going to let the little kid in us play a little bit. We'll bring the hands down. Bring the heels together. Okay, we're working towards crow pose. Okay, so if you're newer, you want to slide the hands, I don't know, maybe a forearm width away from your feet. Bring the knees high to your armpits. So you're going to get really low. Bend the elbows. Now hug the elbows towards each other rather than letting them wing out to the sides. So your chest muscles activate. If the elbows are opening out, we don't have the chest muscles active, not as stable in the shoulder. So keep hugging the knee, look towards your navel. If we did in that angry cat position, push the hips toward your hands, keep the elbows bent, and just shift your weight forward. See if one foot will come up. And just play there, shifting forward rather than lifting up. Elbows hug towards each other. Drop the hips. If you're looking at the back of the mat, that means the hips have come a little high. And don't take yourself seriously. Just play. Just bring that little kid energy. Nice. And then from our crow, we'll gently step back into our downward facing dog shape. You can also come to the knees and bring the forehead to the mat, child's pose. From here, we'll make our way to the belly. So you can shift to the hands and knees, shoulders press forward, come all the way down. And we'll take the hands to the floor above the head. Make sure they're at least as wide as your shoulders. They can be a little bit wider. And then I call it the eye of the elbow. The inside of the elbow is going to point up towards the ceiling. So the tips of the elbows will rotate down. So imagine you're holding a tennis ball in your palm. So the thumb comes opposite all your fingers. Nice wide fingers. Yeah, there you go. Then draw the shoulder blades down the back. Press your feet into the mat. Press the pubic bone down. And then let the throat come forward to lift the chin. Imagine you're trying to pull yourself forward. Breathe into your belly. And we'll bend the elbows, Slide them under your shoulders. It's called Sphinx pose. So make sure you've got a nice column. So just like when you're a little kid and you're watching TV. So press the elbows forward. Press the pubic bone down. Pull the shoulders down. And then let the throat come forward to lift the chin. That's it. And your gaze can just be down the bridge of your nose. Embodying that Sphinx, that wise, really connected to the earth self. Beautiful. Then we'll take the elbows out. You can make a pillow with your hands. Turn your head if you like, and just take a rest. Feel your belly resting on your mat, your knees soft, jaw and face relaxed, flow of your breath. For this next pose, we'll turn the head to the left. Let the hands come to your lower back. So the palms are facing up, back to the hands, just resting there. And feel the pubic bone press into the mat a little bit. As you breathe in, sweep the left arm in a circle out to the side. Let it make its way overhead to the mat in front of you, and then lift your head and shoulders, look forward. Then lift the right leg. And we'll come back to the original position on the exhale, but turn the head to the right. Then right arm circles out to the side, comes up overhead. Lift the left leg once you lift your head and chest. So lift the head and chest first, then the leg. A little easier on the lower back. Then we'll turn the head to the left to come down. Left arm circles around. Head and shoulders lift. Right leg comes up. Throat comes forward to lift the chin so you don't collapse in the back of the neck. Head turns to the right as you come down, sweeping the arm around. Right arm circles around. Press the pubic bone into the mat. Try to use the breath and less muscle. Turn the head to the left as the right arm sweeps around. Do one more each way. Left arm circles around. Head and shoulders center and lift. Right leg comes up. And then head turns to the right as you come down. Last time around. Right arm circles out to the side, coming up overhead. Lift the head and shoulders, looking forward. Lift the left leg. And then you can circle around. Let your head turn to whatever direction feels good. And just release the arms to the mat. Wonderful. Now we'll bring the arms once again to the floor above the head, centering the head. Press the armpits into the mat and back towards your hips. Press the pubic bone into the floor. Exhale. Then as you breathe in, just let the breath in lift your whole body. You can turn your palms to face each other to help the shoulders. Now if you're lifting the head, make sure you're pressing the throat forward towards the top of your mat. Press the armpits down. Yeah, that will help you come into your core, activate your side rib muscles. See if the feet lift just a little more and roll the toes towards each other. One more breath in. And then as you breathe out, pull the elbows into a W shape. Bend the knees. Reach back for your feet. Maybe take them, maybe don't. Just feel wherever it feels good. If you don't have the feet, you can take it, interlace the fingers, and reach back. Lift the chest. If you have the feet, you can push the feet against your hands to come into bow pose. Maybe try the interlace behind you if you don't have the feet. See if that helps the shoulders come out of your ears. Nice. And then exhale, let it all go. Turn your head again, just relax. And we'll do some windshield wipers with the legs. So bend the knees and just wave the feet gently side to side. Just like a little kid, and if you want to blow some raspberries, feel free. And then let the feet gently land. Bring the forehead to the mat. Hands come right next to your rib cage. Pulling the shoulders out of the ears. Let the throat come forward to lift the chin. If you want to come into up dog, feel free. We'll push back to our child's pose. Just nice and easy, sitting on your heels, forehead to the floor. Arms can just relax onto the mat. Little chin tuck towards the throat to lengthen the back of the neck and let your jaw relax. Your knees can be wider if you feel a little jammed up. And then from here, we'll let the hips roll over to one side. Head and shoulders can come up and just sweep the legs around it. So we're in a seated position. And just let the legs stretch out, relax the feet. Let the knees bend a little bit. And feel your sit bones, bottom of your pelvis really connect to the floor. And letting your forehead come towards your knees so you can reach towards your heels. Maybe you just hold under the calves. Yeah, so let the knees bend. And you might feel your head wanting to push down. Tuck the chin towards your throat a little bit. Think like you're a waterfall. And that kind of arc happening in your back rather than trying to flatten out. Relax the jaw. Feel the armpits press down so your shoulders relax a little bit. And you can keep hold of the legs. Lift the shoulders, lift the head. Breathe in. Feel that stretch across your shoulders. Nice. And then we'll bring the hands behind. Walk them back a bit. Have your fingers facing forward. Make sure the hands are under the shoulders or go a little bit wider. We'll bend the knees and let the feet come about hip distance apart, parallel to the sides of your mat. Then push your shoulders towards your knees. Feel that flatten your back a little bit. Keep that flattening to lift the pubic bone up towards the ceiling to take your hips up. Shift your weight towards your toes. That will help you lift. Yeah, if you're having trouble lifting, maybe walk the hands towards your feet just a little bit. See if that feels more comfortable. There you go. Push the shoulders forward. That will help give space to the neck. There you go. Breathe. And we'll slowly come down. Got it. Then lean back, bring the bottoms of the feet together. Nice. And if your wrists feel a little tense, you can interlace, do a little roll here. And go the other way. Nice. And then you can hold either ankles or your toes. Feel the sit bones connect to the earth. And think that you're bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. So you're rounding forward. Feel the armpits press down and back towards your hips. Relax your jaw, relax your face. The chin tucking towards the throat to lengthen the back of the neck so it doesn't feel squashed. We'll keep hold of the ankles or the toes, and lifting head and shoulders again. And then take the hands behind you, leaning back, and just straighten the right leg out. The right hand come next to the hip, spiral the navel to line up with that leg. And feel free to keep that foot relaxed, keep the knee soft. And as you reach forward, with the left hand, reach towards that heel. Maybe take underneath the leg. So let the right knee bend. Yeah, there you go. Then right hand can meet up with left. Tuck the chin towards the throat again. Just feeling sit bones rooting into the mat. Notice if the shoulders are pulling into the ears. Push them down. That's it. Tuck the chin towards the throat, space in the back of the neck, rather than the chin trying to push towards your knee. Nice, then breathe in, come up. We'll take the hands behind and take the left knee to the left a little bit. Okay. So you want to feel the right thigh spiral open. And if sitting in this position isn't feeling stable or feels a little uncomfortable, feel free to take that leg out to the side. We'll take the palms up towards the ceiling. Bend the elbows, bringing the fingertips towards your shoulders. Then push the armpits forward, elbows forward. And then we'll reach up with left hand. Press that palm towards the ceiling, feeling the left ribs open. You'll feel yourself start to fold to the right. Keep the right knee bent if you need to. Bringing the elbow to the inner thigh, and the hand can come to the mat. Keep reaching the left hand towards your right pinky toe. So let that arm come against your ear, left bicep against the ear, and press that shoulder forward in the direction of your chest so the palm can start to come down. So instead of pulling the shoulder back, push it forward, like you're pushing towards me, like you want to press your palm. Yeah, there you go. That will open the left side a little more. You can just let your head relax. And to come up, sweep the left arm back. Frame the right leg, just press into your palms. And we'll bring the hands behind. Extend the left leg and bend the right knee. Left hand next to the hip, pressing into the mat. Keep the foot relaxed and reach right hand towards the heel. It can come underneath the calf. Keep the knee bent as much as you need to, and left hand meets right. Feeling the crown cascading towards your knee. Relax the jaw. Armpits gently pressed down, creating space for the neck. And keep holding the leg, lift the head and shoulders. And then we'll release. Bring the hands behind, opening the right knee to the right, and letting the left thigh relax open. Reaching up, and bend the elbows, bringing the fingertips towards your shoulders. Press the elbows and armpits forward, then reach right palm up, pressing that palm towards the ceiling, and feel yourself contract to the left. Bring the left elbow to the inside of that thigh. Again, bend the knee to help you find that. Nice. Push the heel of your right palm towards me. Nice. Then the left hand can come to the floor. Your head can just relax. Beautiful. Let the right arm sweep back to come up. Both hands frame the left leg, just rotating to the left a bit. And we'll bring the hands behind, straighten the legs, and we'll come down onto the back. Okay, and once you land, let the feet come to the floor, the knees bent. We'll bring the palms together over the chest and reach your fingertips towards the ceiling. So you feel your shoulders come off the floor. Press the back of your head into the mat. Press the lower back into the mat. Okay, this is stage one. Feel free to stay here, making sure your feet are parallel. Or you can take the hands down and bring the legs up. You have the legs up and the knees as much as you need to. And you can just relax here. Next stage, if you want to go there, is to press down with the arms, bringing the feet towards your head till you feel your hips come up. And the hands catch the backs of your hips. Fingers face the ceiling. So you can stay here. If this is too much, just come back down and let the legs straighten towards the ceiling. Okay. One more stage if you choose to go there. Hands come down, the hips lift a little more. Hands make their way towards your ribs. Feet push away from your head. So you don't want to feel pressure in your neck. You want to be able to breathe. So if that means you need to come flat on your back, the legs up, that's a great place to be. If it means bringing the feet to the floor, the knees bent, reaching for the ceiling over your chest, also great. If you have this shoulder stand, let your hands bring your break to let you come down. And once you land, knees bend, feet come flat, arms come alongside your body. Make sure your feet are parallel. Press the upper arms into the mat. Press the lower back into the mat. And gently start to bring your hips off the floor. Feel each vertebra lift as you lift your spine. Bridge pose. Nice. Feel the shoulder blades hug in towards each other. Your hands might walk towards each other. Keep pressing the back of the head into the mat. Press your heels into the mat. And exhale, slowly come down. Let the knees come over your hips. Let your hands come onto your knees. And just gently press your knees into your hands. Feel that flatten your back. From here, we'll just extend the legs out. Let them be nice and wide so your legs find their natural turnout. Let the palms turn up towards the ceiling and snuggle your shoulder blades under you. And feel your hands maybe 30 degrees from your hips. Close your eyes and just let go. This Shavasana pose, corpse pose. And as you rest here, feel your toes relax. Feel your ankles relax. The knees soften. Hips and pelvis relax. Belly becomes soft. Relaxing your chest and your shoulders. Elbows soften. Wrists and fingers relax. Feeling your throat relaxing open as the back of your neck lengthens. Jaw can just hang. Feeling the tongue just resting at the bottom of the mouth. The eyelids soften and the eyes just rest in the eye socket. As you take some deeper breaths, just feel your breath as if it's washing around your heart. And let your heart remember that childlike curiosity about the world, everything seeming new, everything seeming beautiful and bright. Just feeling that sense of play and joy in the heart, that desire to explore. Experience that feeling as your connection to the divine in your heart, the divine child. And let your breath deepen. Invite some movement to come back to your fingers and your toes. Feel free to stretch the arms over the head, draw the knees in. Just ease yourself to one side. Let the hands help you come up to the seat. So we'll complete our practice sharing the primordial sound of Om, if you care to join. Just relax the shoulders, relax the belly, and invite in a deep inhale. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and sharing your light with me. Namaste. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for letting this be your first one. Yeah, so we have an in-demand service if you haven't heard about that. So you can join as a member, and then you have access to all the videos we've been recording on YouTube. And we also have some face masks if you need to freshen up your mask wardrobe. Good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, everybody.